Hello everybody, and it is my great pleasure to bring you the 2021 DDNet Game of the Year Awards. We're going to be announcing one per day over much of this month, celebrating the very best and brightest of the video game industry through the year, and it has been an absolutely incredible year indeed. There has almost not been a single week that has gone by without a game that is worth talking about, and we have almost 50 games to award across all of our categories this year, just showing just how much variety and quality and depth there has been in what developers and publishers have been able to put out through very difficult situations. This year we will be giving away 4 awards per category, 2 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. It should go without saying which is the top award, that being the gold of course, but don't overlook the others. These are all excellent games that you're going to see over the course of these awards, and we highly recommend that you try each and every single one of them. So with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy, and allow us to bring you the very best that 2021 has given us. The first bronze medal in Console Game of the Year goes to No More Heroes 3. Goichi Suda's boss battle-focused No More Heroes series has always felt like the console experience. From motion controls to short, focused levels and the brawler-style gameplay, this series has always been at home when you are relaxing on a lounge with a controller in your hand. The aesthetics have also been orientated towards Goichi Suda's punk grindhouse art style, rather than focus on the kind of hyper-detailed epics that we generally expect from the PC gaming experience. In other words, on console, No More Heroes 3 looks great. On PC, it would look very middling indeed. And on console, Suda can make sure that people are focusing on his game's strengths rather than its weaknesses. Nintendo themselves have seen the wisdom in having these kinds of games on their console, having agreed to take on publisher duties for No More Heroes 3, and indeed making it one of the marquee titles for the console for the year. It might only ever be a cult hit, but for those audiences that it is directed to, it really is a hit. The second bronze medal in this category goes to Neo, The World Ends With You. Unfortunately, Neo appears to have failed to meet Square Enix's expectations for sales and whatnot, and after the original was itself only ever a marginal success, if that, it is unlikely that we will ever see a third The World Ends With You. With that being the case, however, this tiny mini-series has gone out on a high because Neo is a bundle of energy and verve in every right way. Whether you find yourself tapping along to the funky as sin soundtrack, diving deep into the pin-based combat system and leveling systems, or simply enjoying a wacky and sharply funny narrative, Neo has a bit of something for just about any fan of the Japanese urban aesthetic and youth culture. Structurally, it is wrapped up nicely in a JRPG-like combat arena system, with smallish environments to explore as well, meaning that it is ideally suited for just about any console and will run beautifully on last-gen or current-gen consoles, whatever you might be playing it on. The silver medal goes to Lost Judgment. One of the qualities that makes Lost Judgment so effective as a game is that it behaves very much like the very best in Japanese crime fiction drama. Yes, there are those silly side quests and open world distractions, many of which you can end up spending a lot of time in and forget that there's a main plot at all, but when you do get back to that main plot, the actual storyline and delivery is the kind of labyrinthine page-turner that is right up there with the best of them. Having recognizable star power in there from cinema and television and idol culture certainly helps those cinematic qualities too. And this is why Lost Judgment is best played on console, to bring it as close to the cinematic experience as possible. The best way to play is simply to sit back in your lounge with a beer and a big bowl of popcorn and let the intense detective fiction draw you into a dark, noirish world and drama. Finally, the gold medal and top prize in this category goes to Nier Replicant, version 1.22474. I'm not going to read out the rest of the numbers. I know so many people that were worried that they would never get a chance to play the original Nier. It was Nier Automata that introduced them to the genius of Yoko Taro, and they were interested in seeing where it all came from. But by that point, the original Nier was actually rarer than hen's teeth. It had never been released on digital download. It was only available via a disc for PlayStation and Xbox consoles that were off the market at that point, and existing owners of the game were certainly never letting their precious Nier out of their grasp. So that's why the console is the ideal way to play the remake. It might not be the exact same experience because it has been improved visually, and some of the infamously raw gameplay elements have been significantly improved, but it is still Nier at heart, at core, and this way, by playing it on your PlayStation 4, 5 or Xbox, people can experience the nearly exact experience that those of us had when we played the original, which, of course, was the experience of playing the greatest game of all time.